Job defending the paint, got to do a better job. Our communication on some of our coverages. So yeah, we just got to clean up our D.
Without Tatum out there, what do you guys need to do to kind of make up for his unavailability?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the defense. So regardless of who's playing, we got to defend at a better level.
Joe, good luck. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, guys, back to you.
Well, on defense, clearly they could play better defense, but the way Kevin Durant right now is going offensively, I'm not sure anybody can stop him right now.
No, you saw it right from the first trip. He just got into his shot at that level.
He's got 16 points, age 36, year 17. It's not impossible to see him the way he plays, how tall he is, the way he shoots the ball, playing 4 or 5 more years if he wants. Porzingis with the basket, lead Boston.
It's a real challenge here for Phoenix when Boston goes to this double big lineup with Kornet and Porzingis. And Phoenix out here with 4 guards and Iguodala. This is going to be a challenge for the Phoenix Suns.
Good defense by Kornet, getting the block. And then role player setting screens like that for White, missed the 3. But also Kornet has scored lately. 26 points in his last 2 games. First back-to-back games in double figures this season. Grayson Allen, no good on the 3. White with the rebound. Allen checking in for the first time tonight. Played only 12 minutes on Monday. He had been injured, missed the last couple weeks, had 3 points in the win over Milwaukee. Last 2 games against Cleveland and Milwaukee been arguably the 2 best wins for Phoenix since they started the year 8-1. Won 7 in a row during that stretch to begin the year. They're on a 4-game win streak entering tonight. No look pass by Martin, picked off by Hauser. Porzingis lines it up. Missed that one, rebound Iguodala. Now Booker, 5 assists, 5 points. And it's
good defense collapsing on him at the rim.
Pritchard turns it over, trying to hit Kornet. And again, Booker looking to push. Martin's going to try a 3. Martin 2 for 14 in 6 games now as a Phoenix Sun. Be interesting to see what his role looks like if the Suns get into the play-in. They're currently tied for 9th right now for Sacramento.
But he and Ryan
expect to go to Milwaukee, New York. They have 10 threes and 6 twos and 4 made free throws. Booker off the bounce, pulls up and connects. Devin Booker.
So he's setting the table really well for his teammates. But with Kevin Durant off the floor, I think you're going to see now a more aggressive scoring Devin Booker over these next few minutes until Durant comes back on the floor.
A lot of people thought last year Phoenix needed to get a point guard. They went out and got Tyus Jones and Monte Morris as well as Porzingis, but Booker has been playing point and doing a great job of it for the most part.
His assist numbers off the charts during this stretch, and he just has a great feel right there, even creating that shot off simple ball screen and then a reversal.
And you and Bud were on the same page, both talking about they're going back to when Ryan McDonough was the GM here. He was really the first to push Booker towards playing that point guard spot. A lot of people thought he could do it and do it well as Hauser hits a 3.
It's are shooting 60% effective field goal percentage off his passes, which is the 3rd highest in the NBA behind Darius Garland.
To corral him, now he's just reading where the passing angles are out of that traffic better than he ever has.
Here's Allen on the spot up. Off target on the 3. Martin got the offensive rebound. Shovels it to Richards, who scores at the rim. 7-point lead for the Celtics. Currently 2nd in the East, and pretty much that's where they're going to stay. Richards 3 no good. They are 5 back of Cleveland in the loss column for the top spot. So barring a miracle, the Celtics will be the 2 seed. Here's Jones for 3 no good. Celtics have already lost more games than they did all of last year, but right now playing as well as anybody in the league. Brown last 2 games, first time all season.
In this conversation as a relevant team in the Eastern Conference playoff picture.
Last night, you, me, and George are sitting there. We're going through all the possible Coach of the Year candidates, and it just kept coming back to J.B. Bickerstaff, given where the Pistons were last year to where they are now.
Through the season, and you're talking about them being a year ago.
Legs with 10 games left, it's possible they could get the Indiana losing earlier tonight on ESPN against the Lakers. So Devin Booker now with 9 points. Phoenix back within 7. Jaylen Brown, another wide open look. And out of bounds. Boston on the road, Milwaukee on the road, at Madison Square Garden. They have games against the Warriors and Jaylen Brown basket. Brown with 10 points. Phoenix is 1-2 against Sacramento. If they beat the Kings the last day of the regular season, they actually would win the tiebreaker because they have a better division record. Booker's 3-0 there. And the Suns have the tiebreaker with the Mavs. And they're obviously, most importantly, playing great basketball, but that schedule is daunting to finish the year. Jaylen Brown got the hot hand right now. No Tatum tonight. And Porzingis on the bench, but he missed that shot. Rebounded by Booker's quarter. His first action here in the second quarter. Colin Gillespie getting the start for the 5th straight game. Suns without Bradley Beal tonight. No timetable yet for his return, according to Bud, and we talked to him before the game. Shot clock at 8. Gillespie puts it on the floor, and Gillespie missed it. Horford with the rebound and quick outlet. 7 points, 4 assists, 4 boards for Horford. Now a wide open 3, and that is the 12th three-pointer for the Suns.
Because their bigs love to trail, whether it's Porzingis or Horford. You're hustling back defensively to get to the paint. Potential for Phoenix. A quarter and a half into the game.
Booker on the baseline. Triple team. Finds Richards.
Fine. When he's at the rim, it draws more than one defender. Pocket passes, lobs, kick out threes. That's the play that Devin Booker's been making during this recent stretch.
Brown draws the rookie Ryan Dunn. Cornette set a great screen, but he could not finish the alley-oop. Right idea by Jaylen Brown. Booker trying to create some space. Richards is going to get. Devin Booker will take a seat.
Kevin Durant sat a long time after that hot start. He's only going to get 4.5 minutes here to close the half.
In case you're wondering, the record for threes is 29. The Celtics tied that record on opening night against
in the league by a wide margin.
Legs, if only you had been born 20 years later.
I wish my parents met 25 years ago.
Another 3 for the Celtics. This one by Derek White. That's the 13th three-pointer for Boston. Lead back to 14, or up to 14 now. It's the largest lead of the game. Royce O'Neal can't answer. Celtics ball. 4-minute mark. 62 points for Boston already. White drives. Holiday gets in the basket. 64.
To take away the 3, but then there's no help on up if they want to have a shot tonight.
13 of the Celtics' first 14 attempts were three-point shots. They're 13 of 26 for the game from 3 as O'Neal with an air. There's too many threes in the NBA, but when they're wide open, you're going to shoot them. There's another one. Horford missed it. Porzingis.
Actually is because you've got the deep shooting back attempt.
Based on what you've watched now for 85% of the season, is Boston still right now? Is Cleveland the team?
Yeah, I look at it this way. I look at teams and say relative to their ceiling, and I think Boston's ceiling still to that point in the finals. Those are 2 teams that are better than any team that they faced last year in the postseason.
Even with the way Dallas was playing last year.
Both of those teams, Cleveland and Oklahoma City, are more complete. Dallas got on a roll, and Luka Doncic is special, but
10 straight points for Boston and up to their largest lead at 20, 68-48. Booker's 3 off the mark. Rebound Horford. Brown one-on-one against Booker. Brown with 13 points. Great passing by the Celtics. They working around the horn and swishing home a three-pointer.
That is a clinic, and that is demoralizing. Get there in time, and you've got to get off the ground, though, at least, and get vertical on that contest. But that was one of Boston's best possessions of the night.
And they've had a lot of good ones. 17 assists and just 2 turnovers. And with no Jason Tatum and the way Phoenix have been playing, a very disappointing first half defensively, giving up 71 and counting, 73 with Porzingis laying it home. It's a 25-point game and a must-win. Really, every game down the stretch feels that way for the Suns to get into the play-in. Durant with his first quarter on 6 of 8 shooting.
Yeah, that stretch of 10 minutes plus where Kevin Durant does not get a shot attempt. You're trying to match a team with this kind of firepower. I think that's something that they might want to have over again.
Horford in and out. Porzingis